Welcome to People. I'm Shirley Lin. Today I'm in the home of Joshua Xu and Susan Huang. And who are they? Well, Joshua is a psychiatrist, but he's also the deputy director of the Spinal Cord Injury Foundation. And Susan is his wife, and she is becoming a gospel singer. I have interviewed them before, but lately they've come up with a book, and this is the book, and so that's why I want to talk to them again. I got a lot of feelings and thoughts and appreciation from reading this book. Now, first of all, what happened to them is that, well, they were a perfect married couple. They were perfect students when they were growing up, and they were having a perfect life, and then they got married, and they were going to go to Beijing and start a new life there. But then something happened. And what happened was that on January 1st of 2009, I think it was, right? Yes. They went on a skiing trip in Beijing. And Joshua had a terrible accident, and now he's paralyzed from the waist down. Yeah, waist down, right? Yeah. So I'm here to talk to them again after they've come up with this book. And a lot of things have changed, and there's so much that I want to ask them and share with them about what I got from the book. So, Joshua, how do you feel about, after coming out with this book? I mean, first of all, this is Joshua, and this is Susan. Yeah, Joshua, how did you feel after you came out with this book?
I think when this book was issued, I feel more relieved because I felt that I finishing a mission to present what happened in previous 5 years. Mm-hmm. In this book, I recorded what happened, what the accident happened, and what my how I faced this dramatic change, and I try to adjust myself, and what people surround me, including Susan, my family, and church brothers and sisters and friends, how they helped me, and what they did the miracle. I think it is miraculous things in my life to help me to experience. Actually, it's very hard for me to walk again, and but lots of things happened, and I got progress in my body, and I can walk again with some authorities, but I think the most exciting thing is exoskeleton, the walking machine to help me to walk again. I think the ITRI Research Institute in Taiwan, I think it's very exciting for me to experience these things, and I'm glad to present this story to everybody because I want to inspire others to help others can go through their
trauma.
Yeah.
Well, I think what I got most of the book is the things that we don't see on the two of you. Is there's a lot of feelings in this book that if it wasn't put in word, we wouldn't have known what was going through inside your mind or your heart. But most people, when they go through something like this, they're usually very negative. They lose hope in life, but you're totally the opposite. And you give a lot of hope, and you're positive about it, and you're just more smile on your faces than maybe even before. And also, like, your marriage has gotten better because of this. Now, this is unbelievable. This is really hard for people to understand. And this is what I got most of the book. Like, for example, how your relationship with your family members wasn't that close before this accident happened. But after this, in fact, you all got really close together. Even the two families got close together. And what I got a lot out of this was my relationship with my dad is so much like your relationship with your father, who's already passed away. By the way, for our audience, Joshua got hurt in the beginning of the first day of that year, but then his father passed away from cancer at the end, in fact, the very last day of that year. So it's like double whammy, getting all these tragic things that happened to you in the same year. But there's so much similarity about your relationship with your dad and mine with my dad. And I've learned, I don't know, I just feel like I'm free. There's so much, like for example, my dad has very high expectations of me. I think my dad is very much like your dad, except that I was never beaten. The only thing that my dad ever did was a spanking on my palm. That's all. And he regretted it the rest of his life.
Wow.
But other than that, they're very much alike. But you've made me feel that freedom. And I think you're going to help me through. Now, my father is still around. But, we're getting better in our relationship. But it's amazing how you said that life, you don't try to expect for perfection, but you try to expect for, you said 圆满, not 完美. Now, 完美 is perfect. Now, 圆满, how would I say that? Unity, maybe? What was the word? Wholesome? Okay, wholesome.
Wholesome.
Yeah.
Wholesome.
So you want to talk about like, after this thing happened, what was different about your relationship with your dad before and after?
I think about perfect and wholesome, I think it's totally different. The point is, in the past, before the accident, my life was trained to be perfect.
Getting 100% on
yeah,
everything.
Independent.
A+.
And try to pursue A+ life, and not only in academic performance, job or marriage, every other way. But I think sometimes I still feel lonely. Yeah, because too independent. Yeah, but after the accident, I cannot be independent again. I really need to others' help. But I think it's very difficult for me to ask somebody to help me.
Yeah.
Because it's against
it's our pride.
It's our pride, and it's against our previous experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.